So you've been diagnosed with mycotoxin illness or Lyme disease. Where do you start? Okay, so if you saw my video before this, it was my introduction to the fact that I have been diagnosed with mycotoxin illness and Lyme disease. The mycotoxin illness, I was diagnosed last year. I've been treating that for probably about 8 months now. The Lyme disease was something new that I was just diagnosed with in the last 2 months. And if you saw my previous video, kind of an introduction, I was just basically saying that I'm going to take you on this journey with me. I was a little reluctant to, but I'm going to do it, and because I think everybody should have access to the doctor's knowledge that I have access to, and I want to share that with you guys. So what I'm going to show you today is where I'm starting, but it is not for Lyme disease. And I have to say, I'm not a doctor. I am just relaying information that I'm getting from some of the top doctors about mycotoxin illness and Lyme disease. So what I'm showing you today is not treatment for Lyme disease. It is treatment for mycotoxin illness, which typically will go hand in hand. So if you've been diagnosed with Lyme disease, you should also run a test for mycotoxin illness, because you must clear and work on the mold before you start tackling the Lyme. Now, you can work on them together side by side, but you have to make sure that all of your detox pathways are open up. So we work on getting the detox pathways open, getting the mold moving and out of your body first. And if your body can handle that, then you go on to start working with the protocol for Lyme. What I'm showing you is what one of my expensive doctors has me on for mycotoxin illness, which is mold in the body. And if you're not familiar with that, refer to some of my other videos on that. But for today, I'm just going to show you what I am doing for the mold and the mycotoxin. Now, I have to tell you, I've talked to a couple different doctors about this, and you never really get the same answer from any of them. Some people are like, no, Tina, it's mold colonization. You need to work on that. You know, even though we have the tests showing that there is mold in your body, it's mycotoxins, there's also mold colonization. So you have to listen to your body, and you know best what is going on with your body. So these doctors that you're talking to are going to give you information that they have from like scientific papers and studies and things that are working with other patients that they're working with. Doesn't mean it's going to work for you. And what I'm showing you right now, I'm not suggesting that you just jump right into taking all of these things. As I mentioned in my last video, I just want to share the knowledge that I'm getting from these overpriced doctors so that you can have that information too. So what I'm doing right now with the mycotoxin is I'm going to show you everything that she's got me started on for the mycotoxin. So this is not Lyme related at all. This is the mold and the mycotoxin. And depending on how my body reacts to this, then we will start the protocol for Lyme. Now, as I've mentioned in my other video too, I wasn't just diagnosed with this and haven't been doing any work and all of a sudden I'm jumping into this. I've been on this journey for years. So there's stuff I've been doing for my body for years. And as mentioned, I was diagnosed with multiple other things. I mean, MCAS, histamine intolerance, SIBO, like all of these other things that over the years I've been trying to correct and gotten a little bit here, there, and everywhere, but never had the Lyme diagnosis, which I just got in the last 2 months. So I'm not somebody who is just getting this diagnosis and I'm just jumping in head first, because your body will probably hate you if you do that. Again, for informational purposes only, I'm going to share with you what she's got me on for the mold. This is not my first stab at trying to get rid of the mycotoxins and the mold in my body. I've been on that for about 8 months, and I'm now switching to her protocol. So here we go. I actually noticed when I was looking at this, so this whole line that she's got me on here is BioPure. So BIOPURE, again, mycotoxin protocol, not Lyme. So the first one we have, and I'm just gonna read from you here, is called Live Essence BioPure. So she's got me on 1 dropper 3 times a day with meals for a period of 90 days. This whole protocol that I'm doing is a 90-day protocol. Again, if you're not sure if you have mycotoxin illness, you can go and get the Great Plains or the gosh, the other one's not coming to me right now. You'll see it in one of my other videos. There's 2 tests that you can do to test to see if you have mycotoxin illness. So Live Essence, okay, this is for your liver. Second one we have is Liposorb. This one needs to stay in the fridge, and she's got me on 1.5 teaspoons twice a day with meals. This is actually phosphatidylcholine. Yeah, that's what this is, phosphatidylcholine. Third one is all BioPure products, by the way. Gamma oils. So 10 drops twice a day with meals, period 90 days. And then we have the Zeobind. So there's lots of different zeolites out there, and a lot of people will say, well, they're not all pure and this, that, and everything else. It's funny, this is the one I was using before she recommended it. BioPure is a good brand. This has to be taken, so this is twice a day, so 1.5 teaspoons twice a day away from meals. So you can take this first thing in the morning and then wait 45 minutes before you eat. If not, it's got to be 2 hours in between when you're taking other things, because this will absorb, if you're on any sort of medication or anything, this will absorb that, it will absorb your vitamins. Another thing is this will bung you up. So you got to make sure that you are drinking plenty of water. All of this stuff is not doing you any good if your detox pathways are not moving. So before you start any of this, make sure that your detox pathways are moving. And when I say that, it means you're peeing and you're pooping regularly. Get in the sauna and sweat, get your lymphatic drainage going, get your dry brush out, make sure everything is moving, because if not, you're just gonna do more harm than good, because what you're doing is you're killing off a lot of things and then it's just staying in your body. It needs to come out, right? So make sure that all of those pathways are moving. Water, water, water. Drink lots of water. Okay, the next one is chlorella. So 10 tablets 3 times a day with meals. I honestly, when I started this and she said this might be a little bit much for you, I'm not doing this 3 times a day. And today I actually only could do my Zeobind once because I'm totally bunged up. And so I need to get everything moving again before I start diving back into this. So if you're finding that you're taking this stuff for the mycotoxin illness and you're like, I can't poop, then you need to dial it back. Then get on to high dose magnesium, high dose vitamin C. You can see one of my other videos on here that will help you with constipation. Chlorella. The next one is Brazilian green propolis. And there is another propolis that's actually part of the Lyme protocol. So 4 capsules twice a day with meals. Matrix minerals, 1 dropper twice a day with meals. Micro minerals, this is only once a day, 1 teaspoon once a day with meals. And then your Lipo C, which is your vitamin C, which is 1 teaspoon once a day with meals. So this is not a lot of vitamin C. So if you are, getting bunged up, this is expensive, so I wouldn't necessarily go for a bunch of this, but I would go for maybe a Now brand ascorbic acid vitamin C to get your bowels moving, and you just kind of increase it till bowel tolerance, so until you kind of get the runs, and then back down. Now, I have talked to a couple of different doctors that have said to me, don't deal, I don't think you've got mold colonization. And then I talked to some other naturopathic doctors who are like, I think you have mold colonization. And I was like, I kind of feel like I probably have mold colonization. So I have added in some oil of oregano and some Alamax. So this will definitely, if you do have mold colonization, candida, you will definitely get a die-off reaction. You'll get a die-off reaction from the mycotoxins anyways, especially if you're going too quick. You'll know, because you'll just feel horrible. And powering through is not the thing that you want to do. People go, and I kind of have this mentality too, I'll just power through and I'll get it done. No, you're actually doing worse for your body, because you're going, okay, I'm just going to power through. But if your detox pathways and everything aren't moving, you're going to make yourself worse. Then you're going to have to come off of everything and then start again. So sometimes slow and steady, I think in this case it is better. So there you guys have it. That is what I am starting with. It's not my first mold protocol, but it's the one that she's got me on right now. And because I am now working with a different doctor who is Lyme literate, and that's all she deals with is kind of Lyme and mycotoxins. So we're starting with this. We're going to see where I'm at in 3 weeks. And if I can tolerate, then we're going to add in the Lyme protocol. And yeah, as mentioned before, I'm not sure how often I'll be posting, but I'll be keeping you guys kind of up to date on what I'm doing and what I'm reading and what I'm coming across, you know, new information with regards to mycotoxin illness and Lyme. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to hit subscribe below so you don't miss out on any of my latest videos. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.